The primary mode of how we think of ourselves is personality. Now, I'm guessing that most of us, if not all of us, have taken a personality test at one time or another. And we often describe ourselves using things like the results of those kinds of tests. Or we talk about ourselves as shy, reserved, or maybe we're outgoing. Now let me just give you a sample. One personality test, which I'm guessing many of you have likely taken in past years, describes a few of the categories this way. You might, after taking that test, realize that you're an STJ, that you're a duty fulfiller, and so you're serious and quiet. You're interested in security and peaceful living. Or maybe you'll come out as an ISTP, the mechanic, quiet and reserved, interested in how and why things work. You'll have excellent skills with mechanical things. Or maybe you're an ISF, you're a nurturer, quiet, kind, and conscientious, can be depended on to follow through. Now, the list goes on and on. And while I think there is some value to these kind of endeavors, especially to understanding our own selves and to understanding one another, what it does not do is help us in understanding ourselves in relationship to a holy God. Let me also suggest that when we bring this kind of mindset to our relationship with God and to His Word, we distort His Word, and we distort our relationship with Him. Not long ago, people didn't think of themselves in these kinds of categories of personality, but rather they thought of themselves and others in categories of character. See, this kind of thinking came directly from a Judeo-Christian worldview that has been disappearing and in large part has disappeared from much of society. In a fascinating book entitled Culture as History, psychologist Warren Sussman researched advice manuals over the last 200 years of American history. He discovered a distinct shift had occurred at the turn of the 19th century. He writes, until that time, people had understood themselves in terms of character and virtue, which was something to be learned and practiced. And they viewed private desire as something to be denied. This is the exact opposite of how we so often view ourselves and others in today. And by the way, this is point 2 on your outline, and it's the words character, golden deeds.